Who is Dr. Seuss? Theodor Seuss Geisel, born on March 2, 1904 and died on September 24, 1991, was an American children's author and cartoonist. He is known for his work writing and illustrating more than 60 books under the pen name Dr. Seuss. His work includes many of the most popular children's books of all time, selling over 600 million copies and being translated into more than 20 languages by the time of his death. Geisel adopted the name, Dr. Seuss, as an undergraduate at Dartmouth College and as a graduate student at Lincoln College, Oxford. He left Oxford in 1927 to begin his career as an illustrator and cartoonist for Vanity Fair, Life, and various other publications. He also worked as an illustrator for advertising campaigns, including for Flit and Standard Oil, and as a political cartoonist for the New York newspaper PM. He published his first children's book And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street in 1937. During World War II, he took a brief hiatus from children's literature to illustrate political cartoons, and he worked in the animation and film department of the United States Army. After the war, Geisel returned to writing children's books, writing acclaimed works such as If I Ran the Zoo, 1950, Horton Hears a Who, 1955, The Cat in the Hat, 1957, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, 1957, Green Eggs and Ham, 1960, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, 1960, The Sneetches and Other Stories, 1961, The Lorax, 1971, The Butter Battle Book, 1984, and Oh, The Places You'll Go, 1990. He published over 60 books during his career, which have spawned numerous adaptations, including 11 television specials, 5 feature films, a Broadway musical, and 4 television series. He received 2 Primetime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Children's Special for Halloween as Grinch Night, 1978, and Outstanding Animated Program for The Grinch's The Cat in the Hat, 1982. In 1984, he won a Pulitzer Prize Special Citation. His birthday, March 2, has been adopted as the annual date for National Read Across America Day, an initiative focused on reading created by the National Education Association. Top 50 Quotes by Dr. Seuss. You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams. I like nonsense, it wakes up the brain cells. Fantasy is a necessary ingredient in living. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. And you are the one who'll decide where to go. Sometimes the questions are complicated and the answers are simple. Today you are you, that is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. A person's a person, no matter how small. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. Fantasy is a necessary ingredient in living, it's a way of looking at life through the wrong end of a telescope. Why fit in when you were born to stand out? Being crazy isn't enough. Think left and think right and think low and think high. Oh, the things you can think up if only you try. I have heard there are troubles of more than one kind. Some come from ahead and some come from behind. But I've bought a big bat. I'm all ready, you see. Now my troubles are going to have troubles with me. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. So be sure when you step with care and great tact. And remember that life's a great balancing act. And will you succeed? Yes, you will, indeed. 98.75% guaranteed, kid, you'll move mountains. How did it get so late so soon? Today was good. Today was fun. Tomorrow is another one. If things start happening, don't worry, don't stew, just go right along and you'll start happening too. All alone. Whether you like it or not, alone is something you'll be quite a lot. From there to here, from here to there, funny things are everywhere. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. What if Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store? What if Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more? I meant what I said and I said what I meant. An elephant's faithful 100%. Adults are just obsolete children and the hell with them. Remember me and smile, for it's better to forget than to remember me and cry. They say I'm old-fashioned and live in the past, but sometimes I think progress progresses too fast. You'll miss the best things if you keep your eyes shut. If you never did, you should. These things are fun and fun is good. Only you can control your future. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win 'cause you'll play against you. Be awesome. Be a book nut. I'm glad we had the times together just to laugh and sing a song. Seems like we just got started and then before you know it, the times we had together were gone. You can get help from teachers, but you are going to have to learn a lot by yourself, sitting alone in a room. When beetles fight these battles in a bottle with their paddles and the bottle's on a poodle and the poodle's eating noodles. They call this a muddle puddle tweedle poodle beetle noodle bottle paddle battle. So the writer who breeds more words than he needs, is making a chore for the reader who reads. Think and wonder, wonder and think. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step. Step with care and great tact and remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft. And never mix up your right foot with your left. ASAP. Whatever that means. It must mean, act swiftly awesome Pasider. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees have no tongues. I like nonsense, it wakes up the brain cells. Fantasy is a necessary ingredient in living, it's a way of looking at life through the wrong end of a telescope. Which is what I do, and that enables you to laugh at life's realities. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes or bags. And he puzzled and puzzled, till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. What if Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store? What if Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more? To the world you may be one person, but to one person you may be the world. How did it get so late so soon? It's night before it's afternoon. December is here before it's June. My goodness how the time has flown. How did it get so late so soon? Look at me, look at me, look at me now. It is fun to have fun. But you have to know how. It's not about what it is, it's about what it can become. Oh, the places you'll go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. I know, up on top you are seeing great sights, but down here at the bottom we, too, should have rights. There's no limit to how much you'll know, depending how far beyond zebra you go. He who makes a beast out of himself gets rid of the pain of being a man. The storm starts, when the drops start dropping. When the drops stop dropping then the storm starts stopping. Poor empty pants. With nobody inside them. If you'd never been born, then you might be an isn't. An isn't has no fun at all. No, he disn't.